How's it going, guys? So I'm outside today getting ready to work on one of my least favorite projects, and it's something unfortunately I have to do every year. And for anybody who pushes snow and has a gravel driveway, I'm sure that you can relate. So I've got all this gravel pushed off into the yard that I got to get back onto the driveway. And unfortunately, the first snow we had this year was a pretty big snow, and it actually had rained the day before, so the ground wasn't frozen at all. So I just had basically a sloppy mess. So I've got snow pushed clear out, gravel pushed way out here. This stuff it's basically like fines that are all hard and crusty and not good. It's just a mess. Clear up there, and I've got it up by the driveway too. So my method of handling this is I use the tractor with the box blade to loosen up some of the bigger chunks and pull back what I can without destroying the grass. And then I switch over to my Pro Paddle attachment on my Echo PAS 260. And that's the reason why I don't like this very much, because although that thing works really well, I'll show you here in the video, it just wears you out. It's a lot of work pushing that thing around. So, and I know before anybody says anything, I know I should have done this before the grass got so long, but it's been wet all year, and then it dried up a little bit and I had to be out of town, and so now here we go. I finally got a dry day that I'm available, and I got grass to contend with too, so that just makes it all that much harder. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. So I'm curious, for any of you guys that have gravel driveways that push snow, I'm curious what your solution is to deal with gravel getting pushed in the grass. I've got this idea in the back of my mind that I think the perfect ideal tool for this would actually be one of those snow brushes. You know, a brush that's like a, well, I don't know. I know that they put them on, they must be hydraulically driven. I suppose there's probably different kinds, but a hydraulically driven snow brush attachment that I could put on the front of the tractor and just come up and basically just sweep it all right back in the driveway. I've seen people do that with the dedicated walk behind snow brushes. So I've kind of got my eye out to see if I can get some kind of attachment that I can fabricate to make work in the tractor, but every one that I've seen is outrageously expensive, and I'm not spending, you know, it's one of those things I don't need it very often, so I've got to find a junker that I can kind of rehab and make work. So anyway, what do you guys do? How do you handle this stuff? Because it sucks. And if there's an easier way to do it, I'm all ears and would love to hear. So I'll throw the camera on the tractor and you guys can kind of see how the process goes. And for anybody who doesn't have to deal with this problem, feel glad, because it's a real pain. And like I said, from my experience, it pretty much has to be done every year. So it is what it is. All right, so here's the final result. As you can see, it's, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but I pulled a lot of gravel out of there. A ton. So it works well. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work well, because show you a view from up here. You might be able to, you can see all that loose gravel that I kicked up off of there, and there was a lot on here, and I got it all cleaned up pretty well. So it works well, it's just a lot of work. So come on guys, give me comments, let me know. Is there an easier way to do this, or is this as good as it gets? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Later.